right, welcome back to our next episode of the Fresh Squeeze podcast. I'm your host for today, Jeremy, here with Justin. And today's episode, we're going to be diving more into our thoughts and opinions on animated movies, specifically more or less the Disney and / Pixar area of animated movies. And I know we've had our episode in the past about, we've talked about animation, we've talked about movies, but now this one we're just going to be talking about specifically animated movies from Disney. And what we're going to do today is we're going to be taking a stroll through the Disney animated section on Disney Plus.
Yes.
So,
because that's what we do. We like movies and we like animation, so why not talk about it?
Why not both? So, we're gonna take a scroll through some categories here. It'll kind of just be a bunch of hot takes and some quick fire opinions,
some open commentary.
Yeah.
Because we'll be watching something and then we'll just see one of the recommended categories and just scrolling through it. We're like,
oh, what do you think of that?
I love this movie.
This is good. This is okay. And I think it's always like we always finish like watching a show or a movie, and then like it'll be like more like this.
Yeah.
And then you just get lost in scrolling through the categories and whatnot. So.
Yeah, we'll find ourselves just giving kind of interesting commentary to ourselves. So why not give that to the listeners too?
Exactly. All right, so
where are we starting here?
As you can see, we got the Walt Disney Animation Studios. We're gonna start out with some classic animation, and then we get through the categories. We can keep going and see what else we find on here animation wise.
We can appreciate the classics.
We love. I mean, we grew. I'd say we grew up on the classics, or like the late 90s 2000 revision classics. I would say.
Yeah. Well, every Disney kid has seen
every generation has their classics.
They've seen the actual classics.
Yeah.
I think I've said it before, but we'll say it again that at least me, my elite Disney period is about the 10 to 15 year range from like mid 90s to early 2000s.
It is elite. I mean, we've talked about it. It is.
Well, that's when I grew up, but yeah, we can appreciate lots of things. So let's see what we got here.
All right, so we're starting off with some real classics. We got 101 Dalmatians, Lady and the Tramp. I feel like, we've seen them, but like I feel like it just kind of.
Yeah, we can scroll through here. We're not going to comment on every single one. Yeah. So we're just going to comment on the ones that really catch our eye here.
Okay, but now we're talking about ones that catch our eye. We're talking about these two right here: Tarzan and Jungle Book.
Now,
okay.
Tarzan is in the peak of the prime period.
Tarzan's definitely elite. And if you think so, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
It's that great 2D, very dynamic. I just love that animation style.
Plus, great soundtrack.
Yeah, that's that was that the Phil Collins soundtrack?
Phil Collins, come on, dude. Yeah, so good.
Come on. If anything's in the air tonight, it's this movie.
Oh, okay, so let me see. Tarzan's heat. There's nothing to say about that. Jungle Book was probably, I'd say that was probably, as a child, probably one of my favorite movies to watch. I feel like I watched it a lot.
The VHS tape was always in the player.
It was always in there, nonstop, in the living room with the VHS tape. So as we keep going, let's see. We don't have too many thoughts. Aladdin, I actually haven't seen Aladdin in a long time. Fun fact, we've never seen even the first Frozen.
Never seen Frozen 1
Don't come at us for that, but we haven't seen it. So no opinion there.
Okay.
Okay, we're not going to go too deep into this. This movie was a mistake. This movie was a mistake.
Yeah, by itself, the movie's okay.
Yes, by itself, the movie's okay. But this movie bred and raised a, we won't say too much, but a culture that I wish didn't exist. Let's just put it that way. People that are too obsessed with this type of stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, that's Zootopia.
Yeah.
For our audio listeners, we'll be describing everything we're seeing.
My bad. Yeah, I forgot.
We're going to be screen recording what we're looking at.
If you're watching if you're listening on Spotify, we're doing a screen recording of us scrolling through Disney Plus, which the video will be on our YouTube if you'd like to see that. But if not, stay and listen on Spotify. But so remind me to keep doing that because I forgot. Okay.
We gotta make everything vocal.
Yeah.
Here.
So we were just talking about Zootopia.
Zootopia by itself.
Okay, by itself, it's an okay movie, but
the subculture.
The subculture is terrible. Anyway, okay, I mean, we were just talking about this the other day.
This is one of the ones we specifically talked
about. Well, because we were talking about this the other day, but then we stopped ourselves. We were like, wait, we should talk about this on the podcast, so we stopped talking. And now, we were saying that as kids, we probably hyped this movie up too much. I mean, realistically, this movie's pretty just okay.
It's the definition of a great kids movie.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, there was only like this one funny scene like the entire movie that we would always just hype up about. It's
not even worth mentioning.
It's not even worth mentioning because it's so stupid, but for some reason we would
just bust a gut.
We would bust a gut every time we saw it, and it was so funny.
It's typical kids humor.
Yeah. Now Lilo and Stitch.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Honestly, I think I just watched this like not that long ago.
By yourself?
Yes.
You just watched it by yourself?
I literally think I did. It was like I think it was like last year, like peak quarantine.
Oh.
One night I was like, you know what? I'm watching Lilo and Stitch, okay. And it's a good movie.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I don't care what anybody says. Lilo and Stitch it's heat. I mean, I don't know. It's just great. This is peak.
Yeah.
It's peak cinema right here.
So some of these movies, are great. I just haven't seen them in over a decade. So
yeah. All right. This is definitely top 5. Emperor's New Groove.
It's actually a top 5 Disney animated comedy.
I mean, and let's just David Spade as Kuzco.
Yeah.
We got John Goodman as
Pacha.
And then
it's come on. If you haven't seen it, you're actually missing out.
Yeah. I mean, then you've got Yzma and Kronk.
Hey, okay, we gonna break up the Kronk?
I mean, who doesn't love it? Hey, Yzma. The poison chosen specifically for Kuzco. Kuzco's poison.
Yeah.
Maybe, but maybe not been my best, best attempt, but
it's anything better than I tried to do.
That's all right. Anyway, I love Kronk. I love his voice. If you couldn't tell,
I want to get a spinach puff recipe.
Yeah, even though I don't like spinach. That's for another day.
Here's another one.
Okay. Actually, though, I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel like there were so many times, and I mean, okay, let's be real. We're gonna say childhood a lot through this episode. There were so many times I felt like in my childhood that I would sit down on the couch and watch this movie so many times. The Rescuers, the first one.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, if you don't know what the Rescuers are, it's about this, like...
I think we've talked about this in the other animation episode.
Okay, well, I need to talk about it.
I
love this franchise.
Go for it.
If you're not familiar with the Rescuers, it's basically... it's about... There's this secret organization of animals, okay? And and they're all, like... obviously, the people don't know about it. But, like, it's all these animals, and it's almost like a... I'm not gonna say it's not a spy organization, but basically they go and they help people in the world, okay? And it stars two mice, okay? Yes. One is Bianca the mouse, and one is what's his name? What's the dude's name?
I don't remember. I want to say it's something like Ronald or something.
Ronald? Okay, well I don't think it's Ronald, but so basically in this one they find out that this girl had been she had ran away and then been kidnapped, right?
Yeah, by a woman who she has crocodiles as a pet.
Yeah, and it was Bernard. Yeah, it's Miss Bianca and Bernard. Okay. And so this woman is trying to find this she's trying to get this diamond, but she can't get in there because it's really down far in this mine. So she kidnaps this girl to help her get down there. This girl's she's young, she can get down in there, so and they have to go and save her, and it's in like the bayou. it's in I don't know, Louisiana. I don't know where the bayou, I'm pretty sure that's where it is, but
I love the way you describe that. The way you started out with it is a secret mice organization.
Well, it's not mice because there's all these animals, and then they ride this giant albatross, which is a bird. If you're not familiar, I don't remember his name, but it's a great movie. And then the second one, they go to Australia, and I love Australia. So,
I like both of them. You remembered a lot more from it than I did.
No, I'm telling you, I literally watch these. Mom can attest. I used to watch these all the time.
I didn't remember anything about like the scheme to get the diamonds or anything.
Yeah, she was like, my diamonds,
No, let me say, personally, yeah, I do like the second one even more.
Honestly, the second one, it's very close. I love them. But honestly, I do think I like the second one more.
But we watched the second one more, actually.
Yeah, because the second one, if we don't get into it, or if you don't see it, second one, yeah, they go to Australia, and it's about the same two mice and the same albatross bird that takes them there.
But they have to help a boy.
They have to help a boy who he's not kidnapped. Well,
at one point he is.
Well, one point is, but that's not the point. It's because there's this poacher that's trying to obviously he's trying to hunt this rare bird that it's for money and stuff, so they have to help the boy stop the guy. But it's amazing.
It's so enjoyable
because and the dude has this lizard named Joanna, and it's like stupid. And then he's like,
that.
Joanna, get over here. He's like, give me some food or something, you know.
The lizards, it's always trying to eat the eggs.
Yeah, it's trying to eat but it can't get them. And then it's great. I love it. It's amazing. The soundtrack is actually super good.
Oh yes.
Because
I just love the Australia vibes.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, 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 you know, in the Australian wilderness.
But then they meet, like, that mouse that's, like, the equivalent of Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, my gosh. I just forgot about that. Okay, why does Crocodile Dundee and Buck from Ice Age, Dawn of Dinosaurs, give me the same vibes as him?
Those three characters of the Outback Mouse, Crocodile Dundee, and Buck from Ice Age
all give the same energy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Enough of me ranting about rescuers. But I love that movie.
Yeah. Yep.
And going on. Let's see. All right, Justin. Now this is one that me and Justin actually had a little bit of a tussle.
A little bit of a back and forth.
Okay. Now,
because usually we said that we're pretty on the same level of
usually
things.
We're pretty on the same level, and some of our friends have called us out and been like, why do you guys always have the same opinions, you know? Well, like I said, because we do everything. But one thing that we found we have a difference in is the Disney movie Hercules.
Well, it's not that big a difference.
Yeah, you said it. What did you say about it?
Well, Hercules goes into that category of movies where I don't have necessarily anything against it. I just don't have a personal attachment to it.
I guess it does. Like, on my side, I did just watch this movie multiple times within the past few years because for some reason they would always show it at school, and so like when I was in high school, like literally like both. I think I watched it both 10th and senior year.
In what, like history class?
Or you know, like
or just for fun.
You know, like the end of the year when you have nothing to do, they'd be like, let's put on a movie. You know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes this was the movie they would always put on, and let me tell you, okay, I like this movie. One. I think the concept is cool, but bro, this movie has some good songs.
Yeah.
And okay,
I don't know any of the songs.
The other day when we were, I'm not gonna do a live performance now because I wouldn't want to make anybody their ears go deaf. But the other day when we were discussing this, I actually pulled out YouTube and was like singing the Hercules songs or the parts that I know because I think they're good. But because you said it was mid.
I just said I'm just not that into it.
Okay. I think it's good. Justin says it's mid. I was a little hurt, but it's okay.
I also probably haven't seen it in 20 years. So.
That's also facts. All right, going down the line.
You know, Tangled's actually pretty
Tangled's
good.
actually I think past several years Tangled's a solid movie. Who doesn't love Flynn Rider? The Smolder. Come on. If you could see me right now, I would do a Smolder, but
yeah, I actually like his character.
That's a good movie, I think.
You know, even though we haven't seen Frozen, I feel like Tangled is probably even is better.
Let's be real, okay? Obviously, yeah, we haven't seen Frozen, but hot take, Tangled is probably better than Frozen. Moving on.
Let's see what else.
Wreck-It Ralph. Oh yeah, we never saw that one.
Oh, we didn't even see the new one.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see. Okay, Moana. Justin didn't see it.
I never saw Mulan.
Oh wait, we passed up Alice in Wonderland. So, we were talking about this. Like, I feel like every couple years there's like a new rendition of Alice in Wonderland.
Which, honestly, there's a lot of source material to go on.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the one movie where it actually works, because like obviously there's the original one that's shown here, but then there's like a bunch of live action ones, and there was a live action one from like either the late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah.
The one that has Gene Wilder and Whoopi Goldberg.
Alan Rickman.
And Alan Rickman, yeah, well, because Whoopi Goldberg as the Cheshire Cat was just hilarious. But then there was the one, several years, obviously many years later, that had Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter,
which was
a solid choice. May I say?
It was a very interesting adaptation. I think wasn't it a Tim Burton thing?
I'm actually not sure. I feel like that.
I mean, it kind of gives off his vibe.
I mean, Alice fights the Jabberwocky, which is this giant dragon at the end, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
the what's her name? The
Queen of Hearts.
The Queen. She's pretty intense.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they're out there playing. They're playing. I'm sure Mom want me to do the croquet line. I'm not gonna do it. But
we got Kronk out.
We got Kronk out of me, and you got me to do the Australian noises anyway. But yeah, when out there playing croquet with the flamingos, I mean, she's like, going crazy out there.
Yeah. We mentioned Alice in Wonderland, although most people don't think about it. It is a very strange.
It's very weird
and almost. I don't want to say it's non-kid friendly, but it really kind of gives off some strange themes.
But it's
about like
obviously if when kids watch, it's just like, oh, little girl goes to this cool world and she meets friends.
I mean, if you think about it, Alice kind of took some drugs and she was just tripping the whole time.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, probably.
See this Cheshire Cat that's like hypnotizing you with its eyes.
Yeah.
And a rabbit and a Mad Hatter, and
but then you know what? Then we got movies like The Matrix making Alice in Wonderland references. Follow me down the rabbit hole, Neo. Come on.
Yeah, sure. It's an
it definitely
influential thing, but
yeah. This is the end of the Walt Disney Animation Studios
category.
Well, that's why we came with Back and One. That's good.
Yeah.
We came now to the this is going to be a big category here. This is just additional animated movies. Some of these not actually no these are also Disney. Duh.
Not necessarily top tier Disney.
Not too okay. But anyway, we need to talk about this. Wait, have we actually? I don't even think we've seen this one. But the Brave Little Toaster
series.
The Brave Little Toaster series was great. I mean, obviously I haven't watched it since I was probably like 5 years old. But
what was the exact one that we watched? This is Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue.
Yeah, let me look it up. Because the one that we
had a specific one that we watched. It was kind of like The Land Before Time. There's so many.
Oh,
of them.
It was the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. That was great.
Yeah, it's one of those series where there's
it's from 1998.
There's so many different renditions and adventures you can't remember which.
Okay, like this movie is so good because it's like. If it's like, okay, again, this is a kids movie, so everything we're about to say is going to sound weird. So, but it's like the talking toaster and ceiling fan and vacuum. Okay,
the vacuum kind of was a little creepy.
Well, he was kind of grumpy.
He was the grumpy.
He was like
one.
Oscar the Grouch of this franchise. But then, like, remember, there was the little clock that the little time dial thing. And he was so cute.
But he had his body was like a blanket.
Yeah, just he was and then obviously the toaster and then the baby. And they went to Mars. I don't know how it happened, but they did.
Okay, do you remember the traumatizing part of it where they get sent to the dump?
Oh my gosh!
And they almost get crunched up. And you think they're gonna
get crunched? I probably cried. I probably did.
It's actually scarring.
It's like out in Toy Story 3. You
feel
like, oh my gosh, they're in the incinerator. They're gonna die. Like,
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Peak childhood stuff.
Yeah. Most of these look like sequels that we never even saw, like Stitch and Tarzan. What else we got through here?
Oh yeah, lots of sequels.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb goes crazy. I haven't seen that movie though. Okay, now we're getting back into some good stuff. Chicken Little. Oh my goodness.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? So, Chicken Little. I mean, if. It's just a good movie.
You watch it and you're like, who wrote this?
Like this movie has to be the weirdest concept.
Taking such a simple concept,
like a town full of animal people, and then at the end of aliens invade, and it's great.
Because it's at that time when Disney, this is originally a Disney movie. Yeah, they were kind of making that really realistic 3D animation.
Yeah, well, it was at that time where they had just come out of doing, all 2D movies, 2D animated movies,
Yeah.
2D, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But like, or that you know, types of shows like Tarzan and you know and stuff like that. But then they were finally venturing out into more 3-dimensional movies and characters, and so Chicken Little came about.
I mean, we've kind of seen it somewhat recently, and it still kind of holds up.
I mean, I don't care. It's funny. I mean, say what you want about me. I think it's funny.
The humor and the animation still kind of holds up. I think I remember reading that this movie was kind of a big risk for them, considering like it was. I don't know if the animation was expensive or whatever.
Oh
so
yeah.
This was kind of like their, hey, let's try out and see if this works out.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much it made, but now it's funny. So.
Yeah. Now, do we want to talk about James and the Giant Peach now or later?
Well, since we're here, we can kind of integrate both of those. Why don't you kind of introduce that as we...
All right. So on top of us, you know, just strolling through talking about our different takes on movies, another thing we had thought about for this episode was we're going to talk about just some of the honestly really strange and weird movies we would watch as a kid, and not just like movies you see once, but movies that we would watch over and over and over again.
I mean, kids do that.
Obviously, what kid doesn't watch a movie over again? Justin watched Toy Story every day of his life for the first 5 years. So James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, that's definitely a weird one.
And it's weird because it's like claymation
and stop motion.
It's like claymation and stop motion, and it was just it. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Tim Burton too or whatever, but like
it's definitely was inspired by Nightmare Before Christmas.
It was just, I mean, okay, I don't like if you look at it now, you're like, this is low key some nightmare fuel. Like this is creepy, but we would watch it all the time.
Because that's the thing about this idea that we came up with is that as a kid we would watch it and be like, oh, this is funny and enjoyable, but now we're adults. We're like, why were we putting ourselves through this creep show?
Yeah, but then I forgot when it's not at the point of the story where James is doing stuff with the peach, it was live action. Remember?
It was
because the movie starts out with it live action, but then James falls into the peach and it becomes claymation. You got their creepy aunt talking about the rhino cloud. The rhino.
Here comes the rhino.
And then you've got like the weird spider stick bug, and like
there was
there was like the centipede guy with the beret on it.
He was kind of cool, actually.
He was pretty cool. It's just
what a strange.
It's a weird
movie.
It's just a weird movie.
If you haven't seen it,
like we were,
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
but
we were talking about this. We were like, even though we watched these as kids, we were like, we would not watch these now because it's just weird. They're just weird movies. So let's keep going here.
Nothing really,
nothing of interest over here. I mean, did we see Crunch New Groove?
I think we have seen it. We just didn't see it as much.
Yeah, okay.
Because is that where like they kind of have like the summer camp or whatever?
I think so. They probably do more squeakins. All right, that's
the end of that.
Let's go up to movies, and then we'll do animation. We'll go through here. There's definitely a lot more options here.
Well, let's explore the Disney Pixar. Wait, I don't know if that's a category, but
Is that a category? Wait, let's look. No, it's not.
Otherwise,
we should have been prepared for this.
We'll just point them out as we go.
So one of them being Bug's Life, which
that's a great early Pixar.
That's a great movie. I don't know. It's just a good movie. I feel like
it's kind of on the same animation scale as Toy Story. It's very.
Oh, I was also gonna say Chicken Little, but. Maybe not. Sorry. Toy Story is better.
If you look at the way
better analogy.
If you look at the way like the character models are made.
Yeah, you're right.
The humor is still there though.
Keep going, and let's see. We already talked about some of these. Bambi. Insert Bambi's. Insert Bambi's mom joke here, because what else do you want us to say about it? Okay, Big Hero 6. This movie was actually really good, and yeah, I remember the first time watching this movie. It was so sad.
Yeah, it actually was.
Spoilers if you haven't seen this movie, we're about to spoil something about it. I like the part where he is going to the college to see his brother.
Yeah.
And then it explodes.
Yes.
And his brother just dies.
Yeah. I don't remember the full context, but like the villain did that for some reason.
Yeah. I remember at first I was like, was the villain his brother? But then I don't think it was. No.
I mean, maybe we should watch it again.
Maybe we should. I mean, we literally have it, but I don't know. Either way, it's a good movie. Whatever his name is, I totally forgot.
Baymax.
Baymax is cute. He's a giant marshmallow, but
not actually a marshmallow.
No, he just looks like one. He's pudgy. All right.
Oh. Hey, Bear.
Hey, Bear. Where you going, Bear? That's one big beaver. All right. Brother Bear's it's solid movie. It's the two moose are probably the best part.
It's kind of like I feel like Ice Age. You'll like Brother Bear.
Okay, I've been waiting to get to these. The Cars Cars trilogy,
aka the best trilogy ever.
AKA top best trilogy in cinematic history. Actually, we haven't even seen the third one, so we can't really say that. But okay, all right, no, you know what? I need this off my chest right now. I see too much hate on the internet for Cars 2.
Yeah.
Okay, too much hate. It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I remember.
You were really into Cars,
bro. I had a okay. You know, people that know me would be surprised. I used to be interested in cars at once upon a time.
He went through that race car stage.
Yeah, well, I used to have my room used to have my old room used to have this race car painted on the wall, but then I don't know. I just don't like cars as much. Anyway, the real thing, not the movie. Movies are still peak. But I remember when since I'm talking about Cars 2, when Cars 2 came out, I actually saw it in theaters.
Wow.
In 2011, me and Nana, we went to the theater.
Okay.
We saw it. Okay, first of all, who doesn't... Okay, first of all, Cars 1 is amazing. But not saying Cars 2 is better, but Cars 2, it takes the best parts of Cars 1. It's spy, espionage, mystery thriller. Yes. Okay, action-packed. You've got the absolute G, Finn McMissile.
Yes. You know? He's basically,
I mean, he's supposed to be James Bond, but a car.
Is he supposed to be it's supposed to be an Aston?
Yeah, he's an Aston Martin. And, I mean, he's got a cool mustache as a front grille. So that was a great design.
I like how people on the internet always compare it. They're like, this trilogy is racing, spy, espionage, more racing.
Yeah. Just what, I mean, dude, this movie has deep themes, I'm telling you, all right? Okay, this movie is about them, and they were like, you know what? These old cars, they're like, we don't like people talking bad about our lemons, our old cars. You know what? If you're a nice car, we're gonna blow you up with our special heat ray during the Indy 500 in Monaco.
Oh snap! It always happens at Monaco.
Okay, fun fact: me and Just want to go to Monaco.
I mean, we would have to go to car race if
we'd have to, because I don't know, Iron Man 2 stuff. Anyway, but it's great, you know. Mater gets some spy upgrades, and it was great. Bro, the intense scene with them trapped in the Big Ben clock tower gears, thinking they're gonna get crushed.
Once again,
the stakes are high. I'm telling you.
Once again, you remember way more than I do.
Bro, this movie was so good.
But yeah, hey, Cars actually gives some nice themes for the kids. The first one is about helping out people even if they're your enemies.
And I feel like Cars 2 was low-key about discrimination.
Second one is about don't be indiscriminate to other people who aren't like you.
Yes.
I remember the Cars 3 trailer. They make you think lightning is going to die.
Well, yeah, because in the Cars 3 trailer, you see the trailer and he's going, and all of a sudden you see him like absolutely crunched, like flying through midair.
It was actually a pretty dramatic
honestly,
trailer.
I want to watch Cars 3.
Maybe we should watch Cars 3.
We should have watched Cars 3. So that is my... Oh, and also, Cars 1 is absolutely amazing. If you don't watch it, it's a cinematic masterpiece. I'm not joking. But only a little. Okay, as
you know...
Oh, Guido is probably the best character in this whole movie.
Pit stop?
Pit stop. Okay, anyway.
And, you only drive on the race track when it is lit. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think I don't remember the full quote. Yeah, but it was like, but Lightning, how do you drive on the racetrack? And he was like, well, I'm able to drive because the track is always lit. Anyway, that's so cringy. I can't believe we just did that. Anyway, moving on.
Yo, let's talk about Dinosaur.
Dude, we haven't seen this movie in a long time.
It's kind of a niche movie
because I feel like it wasn't, because it was like before their like 3D animation era, but it was
this is one of those ones where it's like, this movie, people aren't used to this kind of movie.
No, because it was like still realistic, like, but at the same time, not. I don't know how confusing that sounds. But
yeah, it was just very early CG animation, because I don't know how to describe it. It does look very realistic to a kid.
I mean, you look at it now, you'd be like, well, I can tell it's obviously animation, but like, I don't know, but yeah, especially when you're younger, you can really tell. But
that movie also kind of had some heavy stuff in it.
Yeah,
all about the extinction, basically.
But it was just weird since there were no other movies like it during the time, since they weren't doing that type of animation yet, which was interesting.
You remember the monkeys in it?
Kind of.
It kind of
were they creepy?
They were kind of like little like lemur monkeys.
Oh, I kind of remember. Yeah.
Not as creepy, but almost looks like the Hi, I'm Paul monkey.
Oh my god. Okay, that kind of brings back. Wait, why is this? Okay, we're not getting into that.
We're not talking about that.
I didn't even know that was on.
Wait, no, go back up.
What?
You gotta talk about Horton.
Horton, here's a who. Wait, what do you want to say about it? I have nothing to say about it.
Well, we were talking about the Dr. Seuss movies a little bit.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Our opinion is Horton Hears a Who is better than the Lorax, and that's a fact.
It's got to be said.
Not that the Lorax is a bad movie, because it's good, and you know they've got the whole. There's some good songs in that movie. There's some good music, but Horton,
you know,
I think it's just better.
You know, save the trees.
And they're like, how bad can I be? I'm just saving the economy, you know. But
with that little stubby dude,
he was like, let it die,
let it die, let it shrivel up and die,
you know. But I don't know. Okay, it's a good movie. Okay, like I said, we're not saying Lorax is a bad movie. It's just I like Horton Hears a Who more.
Horton is just surprisingly good.
It is. It's funny. It's, I don't know. It's just,
you get to go to Whoville.
I mean, yeah. It's just, I mean, who doesn't love a good Dr. Seuss story? So, as we go on, we already talked about some. Ice Age.
Ooh.
Okay. We were saying
Ice Age take.
Ice Age take. No, I'll take a break. You go ahead.
Want me to go for that?
You go ahead.
Okay, so you know, most people who are cultured have seen the first Ice Age, and it's great. I think we established I don't even know how many there are now.
I think there's 5, because there's Ice Age, and obviously we got. You know what's weird is they don't even have the first Ice Age on here. There's Ice Age, the Meltdown. Yeah, there's Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which was the third one. No, maybe there's only 4.
I think I only saw the first 3. Why don't you look that up?
I'm looking it up. Keep going, Justin.
So you know, first Ice Age is great, and then that's with the baby and all.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Meltdown, which they Manny the mammoth meets his mate.
Yeah.
There was that other female mammoth. Oh, and you get to meet those little dudes, the little ferrets.
Oh yeah. Okay, Justin. I hate to interrupt you. So there's Ice Age. Then the second one is Ice Age Meltdown. Third one, I'm pretty sure. Was Dawn of the Dinosaurs, then Continental Drift, then Collision Course.
Oh my gosh.
Justin, do you know, this is amazing. This is all I've ever wanted in life. Literally, I could die happy knowing this. It says, I doubt this is still happening, but on IMDb, it says in 2022, Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
Oh
my
gosh.
I'm happy.
I actually did not think you were going to say that.
If you're not familiar, Buck is this like, what creature is he? Like he's
also a little like ferret.
He's like a little ferret, but he's from like, they're all from dinosaur times. But he's this Crocodile Dundee version of a ferret, okay? And in the Dawn of the Dinosaurs one, and let's be real, that's probably
the best one. Okay, Ice Age original, because like it's the last dandelion of the season, you know, type deal. Yeah.
But Dawn of the Dinosaurs was so good, and he was like one of the best characters in that whole movie. And dude, if they're making a whole movie,
if they do a movie or a series about Buck, I'm here for it.
I don't know if it's going to. I mean, on IMDb, literally the only person on the cast is Buck so far.
Yeah.
But either way, It's great.
It's kind of like Shrek 5.
Let's be real. Okay, we oh my gosh.
It's kind of like Shrek 5. We hope it's going to happen, but it's never going to.
It's never going to happen. That was a great comparison. But, okay, more of the story, the first 3 I say are the best ones.
I didn't even know that there was more after
I honestly forgot. I think.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, let's look through a couple more.
Let's do a couple more. We won't, since we've kind of dwelled on some, let's do some quick hot takes. Well, not really hot take, but Inside Out, it was good. This definitely shouldn't have been a children's movie, only because the themes in this movie were way too deep for a child to understand. I also saw this in the theaters with Nana, and we both thought the same thing.
Here, let me give you my Incredibles hot take.
Incredibles, it's a hot take?
Well, not that hot.
Oh, okay.
No, I still love the first one.
Oh, okay.
I think the first one was probably one of the best Pixar movies ever.
Yeah, because the rewatch and the quotability of this movie is astronomical.
And, for years, everybody was wanting the sequel. Oh, what happens after the Underminer comes? And to be honest, I feel like the second one was kind of mid.
No, I'm not saying it was bad, but it definitely didn't live up to what it could have been.
It had its moments, but the whole overarching storyline was like, who really cares?
Let's be real. The best thing to come to that movie was the math is math meme. He's like, I don't care what it is. Math is math.
Yeah. And focusing on Jack again is great, but you got some good memes.
Some good memes out of it.
Anyway,
let's keep going here. All these Lego Star Wars things.
Everyone has the same opinion. Everybody likes Lion King.
Everybody loves Lion King. It's a good movie. Let's see what else we got here.
Oh, here's a good one.
Which one?
Meet the Robinsons.
Where's it? Oh, that okay. Actually, a good movie. Okay, if you haven't seen this movie, and I mean, technically these are all technically like kids movies now. So we're not gonna be like, go out and watch this movie right now.
We're not gonna be 20-somethings saying you must go watch this movie as an adult. But
yeah, but
if you can connect to us on a childhood standpoint,
yeah, like I feel like as a kid, if you really liked, this was all about. It was all about like inventing things and time travel. Yeah. And like it was like how time travel and your actions can affect the future, and it was really good. It was funny. It was good. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the animation in this movie was very interesting. I mean, you've got the character Mike Yagubian. Okay. Anyway, let's not get carried away. Okay, Justin, we're getting into some peak territory, and by peak I mean, well, let's start with Monsters Inc. first.
And we just saw that this is like what, the 20th anniversary of Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is without a doubt one of the best Disney Pixar movies to date.
Probably next to Incredibles. Mike
Wazowski and
Sullivan.
Oh, James Sullivan. That's what his full name is.
James P. Sullivan.
Yes, I'm trying to remember what his full name was. I mean, there's nothing much else to say, I feel like, except these are some of the best movies they've ever made.
That was the heyday of their creative state at that company.
Also, one of the... Okay. I feel like you feel the same as me.
Yeah.
But personally, Mulan is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
And she may be one of the coolest Disney princesses.
One of the cool... Okay, yeah.
If not the best.
Literally, Cinderella, out of here.
Cinderella can't do squat.
Cinderella, all she does is lose slippers, okay? Girl can't even keep her shoes on. And then we got... What's the Beauty and the Beast one? No, not Beauty and the Beast. What's the Sleeping Beauty one?
She has a name?
I don't know. See, this is how...
All she does is sleep.
All she does is sleep, but she's lazy, okay? And Beauty and the Beast, she likes a bear dude. That's just weird.
She likes Beastie Boys.
She's on some Zootopia stuff, okay?
Oh my God.
But Mulan, okay? She gets things done. She's like, oh, you want...
She said, I don't need no man, so I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna say that.
No, let me see what I was gonna say. She was like, oh, only sons can join the army? Nah, let me just cut my hair and pretend to be Ping, okay? Okay, Mulan...
My name is
Ping. Okay, one, Mulan gets things done, okay? Two, the setting of this movie is great. Imperial China is a cool timeline to learn about. Plus, you've got Mushu, you've got Cricky. You've got her other, other 3 soldiers in her little group that she is always with.
Yeah.
when I tell you that I literally reference this movie on a multi-week basis, I'm not even kidding. Like, because we're scrolling through technically my profile on Disney Plus. If we were to look, Mulan is basically always in my continue watching, not because I'm watching it all the time, but there's so many times that I need to find a reference that I can't find on YouTube. I will literally just scroll fast forward to the movie until I find it.
Yeah.
Because this movie is so good. Plus, who doesn't love the song about get down to business to defeat the Huns? Okay. This is a very musical episode we've been having today.
Yeah. Most people would be like, "Oh, Disney musicals, ew," but some of them actually have.
Well, I mean, this isn't really
stuff.
a musical, but like, this song is actually a banger though. So good.
I guess the takeaway from this episode so far, if you're a 20-some-year-old male and you can't get behind some classic Disney movies,
okay, if you can't say that you love this Disney princess because she's a great character, then step up, son. Okay.
Manliness is also about embracing other things in life than not watching Mulan.
Yeah, dude, get out of here.
Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, side point, even though it's not part of animation, contrary to popular opinion of the media today, the live action Mulan actually wasn't bad.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it was for everybody, but I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was good.
Because a lot of Disney's live actions look very mediocre, but
and the fact that they actually had like a cast that portrayed the Mulan characters
and it had the right culture of portraying them.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Wait, didn't it have Donnie Yen?
It had Donnie Yen as
a very good actor.
As he was
her father. No,
he was the general. Was he the general?
I don't remember, but
he was somebody in the kingdom.
Either way, it was really good. Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah. A lot of people dogged on it, but I feel like is that a strong way to?
Yeah, let's not get too. I feel like we shouldn't get into it anymore. But
if we ever feel like it in the future, we'll drop some more animation takes.
Yeah. Now we should talk about the rest of the weird movies that. Do you want to talk about the rest of the weird movies that?
We need to bring this up.
You can go ahead. You can go first on that.
You go? Okay, yeah, so we already talked about how we evaluated that some of the movies we watched as kids were pretty weird and kind of scary, had plenty of quirks to them. Mm-hmm. We mentioned James and the Giant Peach. We talked about how Alice in Wonderland's a bit odd. And so we evaluated some other ones that we used to watch a lot as a kid. And we're like, that was weird, and it low-key would probably give me nightmares if I watched it as an adult. So
yeah. And I think we both want to start off on the same one.
And if not right next to Giant Peach, this one may be number one.
This one's no. This one is number one, Justin.
It's on some freak stuff.
Because we've seen probably most of the renditions of the Wizard of Oz franchise. Yeah. The originals, the Muppets.
You got the Wiz.
Got the Wiz. Honestly, that's low key one of my favorite ones. Not even lying. There was the one that had Queen Latifah in it. Oh, no.
That was in the Muppet.
That was the Muppets one. Never mind.
And Oz and Great Powerful.
Oz, Great Powerful. Cool. James Franco. So there's those all sorts, but probably one that most people don't know for good reason.
Yeah.
It's one. Look up when it was made.
I think it was mid-'80s.
Mid-'80s, which makes sense. It's called Return to Oz. That's it. And it's about... It's really weird because the movie starts off like Dorothy is in like a psych ward.
Yes.
And instead of Toto being a dog, a cute little puppy,
No, Toto's a dog.
No, Toto was a chicken.
Oh, it was a chicken.
Toto was a chicken.
My gosh.
That's why I'm saying it was weird.
That is weird.
Toto was a chicken, okay? Yeah, and she breaks out of this... She escapes from this psych ward, and then she finds her way to Oz. And it was so weird. Like, there was these people who were like... They were like all hunched over, and they had instead of hands and feet, they had wheels. And they had these weird faces.
They're just a bunch of these circus freaks.
These circus freak people.
They walked around on their wheel appendages.
Yeah, and then they would like laugh maniacally, and then there was obviously, I mean, there was still Scarecrow, but he was honestly like,
he was Pumpkinhead.
Oh, he was, which was creepy and weird. And then
Tin Man was like, he was kind of,
I don't remember Tin Man.
No, but he was like he was also kind of like a big metal dude.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah, and then, it was just.
Oh, yeah, I remember it was, his name was TikTok.
Oh, because that was Tin Man. Yeah.
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 He wasn't called Tin Man.
Yeah, it wasn't called, his name was TikTok. And imagine C-3PO, but like, he's really short. He's really round, okay? And he has a mustache.
Yeah.
Okay? And he served, and he looked like he was in the army, okay?
If anything, he was the best character.
He was the best character because he was cool. And he was like, "Don't worry, Dorothy, I'll save you." And, I don't know whatnot. But...
Yo, can I mention the creepiest part of the movie? Is that the villain of the movie was this woman.
Yeah.
What was her name? Mumby?
Princess Mumby.
And... I don't know what person thinks this is good for a kid's movie. She had different heads that she put on herself.
So weird.
I don't know how to describe it. She would take off her head and put on a different one.
And now to say, it wasn't like graphic or anything.
No.
There was no like...
It's like she was a robot or something.
Yeah, it was almost like, it's just like, oh, I'm going to put it on a different hat. It was like, oh, I'm going to use this one today. You know what I mean?
It's just...
It was just strange, like, and the movie just kept getting weirder and weirder, like there was nothing weird, like, I mean, this movie was weird, but there was nothing like weird going on.
Yeah,
just to put it out there, but
it's just like, it
was just all these wacky things,
just all these wacky things
going on, and like they just and as we said, it's not like we watched these movies once, we're like, oh, we're never watching this movie again. For some reason, we would continually just like, not like all the time, but like, we've seen these movies multiple times. We would be like, oh yeah, let's rewatch that again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
for like the first 10 years of our life, probably.
It was like, oh, what we watching this Friday? Return to Oz.
Yes.
Let's go.
Go to the library. We'll be checking out this week.
Be like, Mother, I would like to get Return to Oz again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think one last one that we have to mention is one that we would probably still watch.
No, I'm telling you, if you put this movie on right this instant after this podcast recording, I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right?
But if I walk into Jeremy's room and he's watching Return to Oz, I'm walking out.
I'm walking out too. Why did I even turn it on? Oh my goodness.
But the live action Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat movie.
It's so good.
With Mike Myers.
No, it's so weird, but it's so good. I'm not even kidding. The amount of times we've seen this movie, okay? It's amazing. Because, like, it's just so... Okay, because...
It is the most low brain cell thing ever. But...
You will probably lose brain cells watching this. Does that explain something about me? I don't know. You can have that opinion for yourself. But this movie's great. Because, like, everything else in the world is like, normal people. But then, like, we've got Mike Myers in a full, like... cat suit.
He's 6 feet tall.
6 foot tall cat. And it's the
funniest thing ever.
I'm honestly like, why was this even a kids movie? But like, it's hilarious.
Low key, yeah. It's almost like they wanted to make it.
It's like an edgy Cat in the Hat.
An edgy Cat in the Hat, but still okay for kids to watch.
Yeah. One of my favorite quotes of the whole movie is, long story short, there was two cats. Let's put it that way, and he was talking to the other one. He was like, "Not only are you wrong, but stupid," and that is so funny.
Anyway, we could go on and on about that, but
anyway,
yeah, I don't know what that tells about us as kids and how we've developed.
If you haven't figured out by now the second season, we have seen so many movies in our life, and obviously when you see all these movies, you're gonna find some weird ones. So that's why we really wanted to share probably some of the weirdest movies we've ever seen with you.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I'm sure.
Hopefully you haven't seen these movies, but if you have, hopefully you can share the.
You can feel
You can feel and share our lifelong lasting trauma from these movies.
Yeah.
Shared trauma, as we like to call it.
Shared trauma. Otherwise, we're just passing our This is like therapy for us now.
Yeah, because I mean, if we wouldn't have talked about it, it was going to be bound up, and we were just going to break one day. So this is really, it's just better for us.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're done with that, we just want to say we hope you enjoyed our Disney animation, our thoughts, what we think, some strong opinions, what we think is good, bad, okay, and weird. So
we covered all
the bases today. So we hope you had a good time. Thank you for listening. Remember to check us out on Instagram. We post on there whenever we have a new episode, and sometimes we post on our story. And remember to check out one or the other if you're on Spotify, YouTube, Spotify, and also our website. So help us there.
That reminds me, I have to update the website.
Look at that. Update the website. That means it's going to be updated soon, people, so check it out.
Okay, don't look at it yet.
Don't look it out, but maybe in like a week, check it out. All right. Well, that's all for today's episode. Anything you got to say, Justin?
Well, man, I sure came prepared with an outro animation reference, but
I should have. We should have came prepared for a duet song.
Oh my gosh.
Disney duet song.
Which one do you want to do? Say it right now, and I'll sing it.
Oh my gosh! Wait, what's the song from Mulan? The reflection. When will my reflection show who I am inside of me? Anyway,
I will be.
What else is it?
I don't know. I was about to.
I was just doing the chorus.
I was about to freestyle.
I was just doing the chorus.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, that's enough. That's a great ending. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you next week.
All right, bye.